What's up, everybody? Nick Faribault here from Penn Live. The Steelers take Derrick Harmon, Oregon defensive lineman. As I said in the video earlier today, this was the way things were going. This is the way things were leaning. It appeared that Harmon would be the Steelers' pick tonight if he were available. They didn't care about the shoulder issues. He was one of those guys they had starred on their board and said, if he's there, we're not passing him up. And so they get him. And let's talk about Derrick Harmon a little bit. And I really like Derrick Harmon. You guys know I've been a Derrick Harmon guy since really January. He is, to me, for the Steelers' scheme, I have him higher than Walter Nolan. I have him higher than Kenneth Grant, two guys that went higher than him on the board. He is my DT2, only behind Mason Graham, who obviously was a top 5 pick that went to Cleveland. This guy is dynamic. He's a stout run defender, takes on double teams, holds the point of attack. If you are looking at the decree from Art Rooney earlier this year, after that drubbing in Baltimore, it said, we need to get strong on the defensive line. We need to get better as a run defense. He does that exactly. He's an instant plug into their run defense. He's a plug-and-play run defender. He led the NCAA in pressures. Now, I think the tape shows a little bit less pass rush juice than maybe you would expect. That doesn't mean he is juiceless, however. He has a really good bull rush. He has a solid long arm. He's got good explosiveness. He's got really hot motor. This is a high character football player. This is the type of player that you look at and you say that he can play 5-tech, he can play 3-tech. I don't think he's a nose tackle at all, but this is the type of guy you can play in your sub-package football. This is the type of guy that can be your long-term answer alongside Keanu Benton. The mentorship with Cam Hayward is perfect. You know, when this guy was coming out, I compared him to Stephon Tuitt. He reminds me more of Tuitt. He's been called the next Cam Hayward by some people, but he actually reminds me more of Tuitt than Hayward. And man, this guy is so much fun in terms of what is on tape from him, how he has been able to diversify his game. He's got go-to moves as a pass rusher. He's really good on stunts. He's a high floor player, but with upside. That's the type of player you're going to get here at 21. In most classes, a guy like Harmon is not falling to 21, but instead he does in this class. I think this is a home run pick for the Steelers. I really like Derrick Harmon. I know some people, are going to be miffed by them passing on Shedeur Sanders or passing on others like Matthew Golden, et cetera, and those are good players. There's no doubt about it. But Harmon fits their biggest position of need, sans quarterback. I think they didn't want to panic pick a quarterback. They wanted to love their quarterback, not just like their quarterback prospect. I think they liked Shedeur Sanders. They didn't love him. Derrick Harmon, they loved Derrick Harmon. They're not worried about the medicals. This is a type of player that they have been looking for that can be their successor to Cam Hayward. He will mentor Harmon for the next 2 years. Harmon will start in base. He will play that 4-eye, that 5-tech as that base end across from Cam Hayward. Benton will sit there at nose, and then in sub packages, you have a rotation there with Benton being the more juice guy in terms of pass rush and Harmon being an instant spark plug as a run defender. So a really good rotation now. And then you have other depth pieces like Montravius Adams, Daniel Ekuale. It's a deep group that they are going to have the ability to really mix and match how they want. So to me, this is a great pick. I'm grading this one an A-. I've been a big Derrick Harmon fan. Fell right into their laps. I would have picked him over the other two that went ahead of them anyways. Not everyone's going to share that opinion, but Derrick Harmon to me was the best defensive lineman that they realistically could have got. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more. We will be back tomorrow morning. I'll be talking more about Derrick Harmon, what he does well, and then we'll preview day 2 and talk about what the Steelers can do in round 3. Folks, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell for more.